Hurry up, the show's about to start.
Quick, test.
Where's, I can't actually pronounce his name. The love doctor guy, the weird one.
Has anyone seen the second soul of the triptych?
Somebody tell the cosmic barista her shift's about to start.
The gnome Avenger has broken through another wall.
And I know we're scared of her, but we have to get the crone. Rolling in 3, 2...
You summoned me.
We're getting going. Welcome to Paperback Radio. In all dimensions we shout hoorah. Please, whether you have 5 arms or 12, enjoy today's episode.
I have a mocha Milky Way with a side of the equator here. Somebody ordered this.
Greetings and salutations from the Gnome Avenger. Brace yourself as we return to the world of Wind-Up, a retired supervillain brought by malfeasance forces to steal an ancient artifact. Will he survive? The betting pool is not generous, but you can find out more on the Heist Part 4 by Lane McLeod Jackson. Hoorah! Imagine the pyramids. I am now. These inhuman cubic monsters dragged across the sand just outside your window. Our slaves' dust-soaked skin dries and splits as the sun and guards rain down abuse. Many fall, maybe most, dying, while their friends cool cheeks with tears. Thank Anubis, this isn't you. No, Providence has been much kinder. You're an artisan of some sort, twisting gold or supplying latrines. The later is better, I think. Shit runs downhill in any epoch. No man worships the ground beneath your feet. No goddess inhabits your bed. Your sisters have other husbands, thank the Nile. Because frankly, who wants to be pharaoh? Not you. Heresies aside, you'd be rather good at it. The workload, bah, we spend more hours than even the sun in constant toil. Maybe you wouldn't be a very good absolute tyrant, but you try. No, the reason you are glad is the number of people always trying to kill the son of Ra. Enemies from Babylon, enemies from Greece, eunuchs with crocodile smiles, lovers puckering fanged kisses, sisters, brothers, children, mothers. No good deed goes unused by your beloved, ravenous subjects. They fantasize about your demise. They hold their breath, play with hooks, and wait to wrap every inch of skin and tear brains from your nostrils. But they'll praise your might and death, O great Pharaoh. Yes, fate, in her wisdom, cushioned your life between the extremes. Children run between your legs, snuggle against your chest at night. This beautiful wife occasionally threatens to poison your goblet, but she does so with a kiss. How can you rage against the gods? Look at this perfection. Radiance has entered your life. She has sighed your name in passion, helped calm the days, raised your children. Yes, indeed. You are a lucky, lucky man. So says the guard. He's often near, outside the window. His whip cracks across the backs of our conquered. We've been friendly. The guard often smiles in the direction of our family. Our friend sees you in this wonderful happy wife, happy life. Our man would like a taste of said happiness. Visits begin. During the day, at first, he asks for a drink of water and will not leave until he's satiated. But you're not a warrior, simply a goldsmith or a shit digger. And while society does need both, it doesn't exactly stop if you are personally removed from the hierarchy. The guard slowly learns this fact. None of his fellow whip wielders intervene. Your neighbors begin to sit away, their back facing your door. And the guard's smile grows. To be clear, survival is an option. Simply go to work. Ignore the tears from your beloved, the betrayal, the patronizing understanding. But husbands should defend their wives, eh? You go to his commander, but he's got other matters to attend. Protecting pharaohs and beating slaves. He'll mention the issue at the next shift meeting. Maybe come round to see the players eventually. But take heart. You're no coward. A spear fits in those hands, as does a club. Sometimes bullies simply need to be frightened off. Show some backbone. The guard isn't stupid. He won't risk killing or being killed over a woman who's not interested. Oh, so sorry. Never was much of a gambler. You're beaten, nose broken, and listening to his laughter. And whether he steps over your body and towards your precious weeping salvation is entirely out of your hands. Hey, wind up, can you hear me? Humiliation is forced in action. Buddy, pal, friend of friends, you're waking up. So I am. The dream fades, but not the furious sense of impotence. Still, this isn't Jolt's fault. In many ways, I'm simple. Blame the attacker, not the host. I smile and taste the blood coating my teeth. Did I miss anything? Not a thing, not a single frame. Green Sting slapped you around for a couple of measures. Nothing bad, nothing worth remembering. His eyes dart side to side like a cartoon. Because of the ringing in my head, it takes a moment to notice. He stole my toy monkey. Shame. Listen, Windy, bad luck is all. Emerald's got a chip, no denying, but he's kept our deal. Little smudge, big picture, you know? This place hasn't been raided or it's safe relatively. And when I've got a problem, listen, let me buy you a drink, huh? Don't touch that wallet. Rewind and relax. Let's go back what we were talking about. Ice cream and dreams. What do you say? Now's the time to interrupt. If I let him spiral without comfort, he'll turn against his old friend. Make the attack my fault. Shame does not allow for self-reflection, so I speak. No worries, Jolt. All in the game, but no drink for me. I'll have another order of mozzarella sticks with some broccoli bites, along with an answer. Wouldn't you like enough cash to retire? Our host drops his voice as he mutters. Well, depends, see? What kind of post-work life can we expect? The Maldives, or am I going to be working in a gas station like you? Palm trees and cool breezes, Joel. I guarantee. Villaini's agent and this charming club owner, while sharing a single body, do not do business in the same location. Security must come first, so he slips me a coded address, a car park within New Baroque proper, and a binary cipher telling me to meet at 11 a.m. the next morning. I do not plan on committing any crimes this early in the process, but the superhero has stolen my cash. It would be unwise to use my Wells Fargo, and I've got a trunk full of all sorts of toys. This old stopwatch here, for instance, calls my name. Wind up, let's go. Remember when you soared. Remind him of who you once were. The golden timepiece in my palm ticks away, boasting her perfect craftsmanship. I take my car again from 3 muscled bikers who grin at my injury. Way to take a hit, boss. He laughs as I remove my key. 3 feet long and a delightful copper tone. 4 turns and my vehicle is ready for a little joyride. The journey now has a focus. I'm looking for one of the older ATMs. The new ones have additional security. Finally, late night or early morning, my patience is rewarded. A retro hunk of circuits hugs the corner of Crusade Boulevard and Quincy Street. This is not a gentrified area. Eyes watch me step from the shining, ticking car. I'd rather not add a murder charge, but I will not be intimidated, because despite my overall reputation, I'm very comfortable with weapons. Hey! The voice should have come from behind, not towards my side, an amateur decision. Got a light? Oh, he has powers. The leopard-spotted youth might have been just an unlucky soul, in need of a cigarette, but I don't gamble. Hey, White Walker, I'm talking here. I asked, you got a light? Naturally. Jesus! What the hell? Come one, come all, meet the mechanically minded mastermind of 100 machinations. Ha ha! Hey, sorry, dude. Let's try again. You hiding in the corner, ready to ambush. Step out into the light, or I start aiming. Good man. Now I've miles to go before I sleep. Your friend over there, he's selling, correct? Step out. I mean it. My lord, you're young. For shame, boys. Stay in school. Go to my car, open the door. Good. Nice, isn't it? Throw all your money inside. Fuck. Move faster, I'm waiting. Excellent. Step away now. Only one of you, old man. And we've got guns too. Maybe. But I brought other toys for everyone. Freeze! Police! Of course not. But they don't know. False police are one of my signatures. I've been gone so long, these punks could only hurt me if I let them. And as they fire at the spring-powered officer of the law, my headlights pop open. Miniature red barons take flight, their small guns shooting and spinning about them. Blood spills. They are unlikely to die. I rush to the driver's door, but the ruffian who delivered my cash sees me and steps forward. His own revolver emerging. There's no time to risk aiming kindly. Blood pours out behind my car, so I drive forward. I watch as 3 miniaturized prop planes follow me. Not a trace left behind. Hopefully, they will be smart enough to call an ambulance. At 11 a.m. the next morning, I drive into the specified garage. I've been idling for the past 2 hours. Jolt arrived 45 minutes ago, but trusting him, relatively speaking, and seeing nothing to indicate a trap, it would be rude to admit I arrived so early. Jolt leans against the van I assume was modeled upon the Mystery Machine. He parades in his old costume, tight armor, purple and yellow tubing, a silver disc in each palm. Hey, you look at me here. See, it still fits, buddy boy. He allows a couple of finger guns and arcs of electricity scatter across the pavement. Let all who see us tremble in fear. Ha! Come on, you old flirt, right this way. We reach the manhole within a few steps. He lifts the obnoxious circle with harsh, quick breaths, the effort obvious. I nod my appreciation. Now we truly enter the underworld. Villains can be a very literal people. This part of the sewer kingdom used to be owned by Molerat. The switch in patronage must have been recent. His old insignia still visible, but carved out and graffitied over. Painted flaming heads now dot the early 20th century arches. Grinning skull, I remark. But that didn't take long. Who has it now? Depends on the day of the week, Jolt answers, which is how I like it. Toll booths down for the count. Taxation must cease until the bloodbath ends. He glances at me. Speaking of which, you're armed, right? I raise an eyebrow. He smiles. 20 minutes later, we come across a small alcove built into the stone. Once a wine cellar, perhaps, or maybe an abandoned storage cell. Jolt makes me turn away as he handles the security. Wrong person goes in, and boom, we all get blown to St. Peter's pearls. Too much sensitive stuff, you see. Trust, that's key between us, Windy. Files have never looked so beautiful. Teasing manila folders, code names scribbled across them. A cot lays stationed in the corner. Have to lock you inside until you're done this light reading. Don't want you going in and out. See the bell? Ring-a-ding, and Pimpo will come on down. Remember Pimpo? He's a good guy. Little crazy, but a total sweetie. See here, anything worth paying attention to, anything with a green, yellow, or maroon, not red, sticker, that's golden. We can afford those guys. People owe me a lot of favors. Anything with actual gold, and those aren't stickers, you'll see the stripes, see? They come out like this. These are special. They won't come out for us, even if we could pay, which we definitely can't. So you got a plan already? A few ideas, I say. Maybe even a scheme. Hope that means something specific. Anyway, once you've decided, ring-a-ding and let Pippo know you're done. Got an ETA in mind? We have to move quickly, I say. Take advantage of the chaos. We should be preparing by next week. Fair, all right. I'm going to make sure we've got some cash to spend. Ciao! The echoes abuse themselves as the door shuts. Small gears interlocked, fueled by a single pulse of energy. That's my life. Sometimes kinesthetic, in other instances it's water. And within the modern era, these electric pulses come from batteries. The art of clockwork requires extraordinary attention to detail. No part can be forsaken. But villainy needs flexibility. My nature insists on every detail being planned, but my success emerges from a willingness to improvise and trusting in the right crew. Most of those who I once commanded have died or rotted away in prison. Still, I've kept an eye on the new talent. There's an early disappointment, as my favorite new henchman, Kickback, does not apparently work with strangers. But others whom I've noted cry out from the pages, look at me. I'm available. The muscle first leaps out. He's precisely my style, not the strongest henchman in the files, but flexible, intelligent, willing to wield weapons, and capable of driving should it be necessary. Kerkopos, with his ape-like body, coarse tan hair, much like a gibbon, and the face of James Dean. Other masterminds find him irritating, but I appreciate the attempts to keep everyone buoyant. He does have the mild inconvenience of being in prison, but that's never stopped him before. Next, we need an operations guide. Gossip. Everyone assumes she's a woman, but technically we don't actually know. Our friend can take on many faces. We'll abandon us all if the mission goes sideways, but who can take that personally? The driver is harder to decide, but I end with odometer. He's reliable. And finally, we have the most important and expensive job on the crew, though it may cost us absolutely nothing in terms of money. In my past, I often ignored this tactic, but we cannot afford to fail. So a fox is necessary, a villain paid to create as much noise and hoopla as possible, to draw the attention of any heroes and take up their day. Who should this be, I wonder? Page after page of violent sociopaths and thrill seekers, but continuously a buzz in the back of my head whispers something. My mind stretches years. Would she even speak to me again? But as I remember the merciless smile of synergy, I decide it's time for a family reunion.
Well, that's another world saved, doomed, and or slightly weirder than we found it. Either way, you made it.
And when you're ready to plunge back into the abyss, we'll be here, lurking, whispering.
If you liked today's episode, tell a friend. If you hated today's episode,
You can find us on Substack, YouTube, or wherever you scream into the void about podcasts. Drop us a comment. Send us your thoughts in all caps. We love that. You're charming.
and hey, if you want to help keep these stories weird and our tea hot, you can throw some coins our way on Substack. It keeps the lights on. Literally, Lane is writing in the dark.
Paperback radio, no ads, professional narrators, and humanish weirdos telling you strange tales week after week. After week, after week, after week.
We told you to stay in the back room, Lizzie. Thanks for wandering through the chaos with Paperback Radio.
See you next time.